So to the men who will compete round 2 of this week's Saints Warrington battle. Fullbacks Danny Arnold and Lee Penny. Wings, it's Joey Hayes, 20 last Thursday. What a party he must have had. And Mark Forster. Andy Hay comes in and he'll face the Tongan Matiaki Mafi on his debut. In the centre, Andy Northey, a hat-trick on Thursday, and it's Andy Courier. Welshman Scott Gibbs and the Tongan Salisi Finau, who had such a great battle with Wigan's Inga the Winger on New Year's Day. Standoff, Carl Hammond, and International Player of the Year, Iestyn Harris. Scrum half, Bobby Goulding, unstoppable on Thursday, but Mike Ford has to get him on the back foot today. Up front, it's Apollo Perolini and Mark Jones, while it's Ian Pickavance up against Mark Hilton. The hookers, Kieran Cunningham and John Hoff, 2 19-year-olds of great promise. Second row, Simon Booth and Ian Knott. And 1 try for 50 in the British game for Vila Matautia up against a wounded new Warrington skipper, Paul Cullen. And at loose forward, it's Phil Vivers, while Warrington will be delighted that Kelly Shelford is fit again. His inclusion came too late for Brian Johnson, so the men in charge today, Cocker-Hoop, Eric Hughes and Clive Griffiths. Shelford's in at dummy half. Here's Iestyn Harris. Harris taking them on up the middle. What a start for Warrington! Now he's limping his way off now. And they're going to bring on Paul Matheson for him, St Helens, by the looks of things. Meanwhile, play continues with Cunningham. That's a lovely run from Kieran Cunningham. Just ankle tap to the last moment. Goulding will try and keep the momentum going. Lovely ball to Vivers. He's through the gap. Support is there from Booth. Booth gets the pass away to Arnold. And Warrington funneled back and defend, and a bit of a schmozzle going on between Lee Penny and Simon Booth.
A little bit anxious there. Well, we expected it was going to be a tough encounter. A lot of pride. Warrington had to claw back.
Good tackling by Cullen on his opposite number, Booth. Here's Vivers. Phil Vivers playing loose forward today. He's played in every jersey for this St Helens club, 1 to 13. Hammond, Matautia. Good run from Matautia, great strength. Cunningham keeps the movement going. This is Hammond, a gap for Hammond to exploit. It's quickly closed down by Penny. Cunningham, the dummy half, going down the blind side. What a swinging arm there from Finau.
Was it the open arm? By the way, it's a forearm swinging round.
Mike
we
Ford
can do without that
because he tackled a man without the ball.
That was in the back play.
So it's a penalty to St Helens. They take the short one. Ford is in the sin bin. And here now is Booth. And another high one from Shelford. Well, there is a lot of ill feeling in this match. Goulding has the chance to get St Helens on the scoreboard with this penalty. And he duly does exactly that. And ended a 3-match losing sequence when they won on Thursday. Northey under pressure from Finau. Great tackle.
Finau was very high again. You could see that Northey didn't want anything of it. He knew that the centre was coming towards him. It was high. Finau went crack. That is a bad one. Well, a big grin from the centre. But they'll have to be very careful, these guys.
Huge penalty count going against Warrington at the moment. 5-0. Matautia with a strong run, halted by first Harris, then Shelford. But the ball is kept alive. This is Gibbs. And look at the possession that St Helens are enjoying because of that big penalty count in their favour. Lovely ball from Goulding, but as soon as Northey reached that ball, he was tackled.
But I'm sure that the St Helens coach, Eric Hughes, will be far from impressed with the way that his players are getting their defence sorted out. They're not moving forward.
Lovely ball, that from Goulding to Matautia. Matautia trying to take on Penny, and he runs over him like a steamroller. Matautia with all the strength in the world, and he even had the strength to hold off Mark Forster and score.
Just on the slip on the inside, you see how he dragged across. Jones failed to meet the gap, but what on earth was Lee Penny trying to do here? Any fullback worth his salt against a forward should have allowed him the opportunity to try to beat him on the outside. Penny just lost his marbles. It was a beautiful inside pass. Jones was too slow. He didn't slide across enough, but you don't go high like that. The fullback should have offered him the option to go towards the corner. Penny would have had the speed. So maybe the cover defence would have been there, but let's not take anything away from Matautia. The great run.
And Goulding from bang in front adds the extras. Harris. Shelford. Cullen overran it. St Helens have the ball back.
They've got to take their opportunities. They're finding the gaps. Shelford and Justin Harris, they're combining well, but I'm afraid they're frittering the chances away over the top of Cullen there. That was early in the tackle count.
Oh, lovely play from Scott Gibbs. Great attack this from Gibbs. He gets the pass to Andy Haig, who will not be stopped. And the Saints are at it again here.
Scott Gibbs, the centre. The balance there from a standing start. He explodes, he throws the dummy, and away he goes. Look at the little jink on the inside. The pass is perfect. Andy Haig. Oh, that is a great try. Ford was left stranded then.
Maffei, the dummy half, he finds Harris. Oh, and Courier makes a meal of it. And Saints have it back, and here goes Gibbs. Now Andy Haig. Here's Danny Arnold. It's a race. It's great tackling back by the second rower, Ian Knott. Can't play it forward, of course.
He allowed the advantage, it was not forthcoming.
And someone's in the bin.
He's got to go for that. Professional foul.
Courier will be in the bin. It's not who's in the sin bin, and not Courier, as we all thought. And Courier himself went to the sin bin also. But it's the second Warrington man in the sin bin. And it could have been the third. As it is, it's not who is taking 10 minutes. And St Helens are running riot. Andy Haig, tackled by Cullen. Gibbs, dummy half to Goulding, to Hammond. Northey couldn't take it in. Referee will bring that back for the knock-on.
They've just lost their way.
Carl Hammond, the runner was Northey. He gets through the tackle from Courier this time, gets the pass out to Hammond, and Hayes will score.
Warrington, they will be thinking, what on earth is coming next? Beautiful run around, but I'm afraid there Andy Courier made a real meal of trying to tackle. Good service and a good finish there from the winger Joey Hayes. Beautiful inside pass there from Hammond, and support again from Hammond. That is eager, and that is a great try.
Well, he's got 3 this afternoon, and he, I think, is going to have 4.
But a quick try, they're back in this game.
Well, they had a great start, didn't they, when Harris shot over for the try early, and it looked like they put the hangover well and truly behind them, but St Helens in this mood, anything is possible.
You're right, it was Saints' defence that was very slack. Now it's Warrington's.
Here's Andy Haig again. Forster went high, but the referee said it was on the shoulder. Play on. Cunningham will do just that. Where's the defence? Courier makes a snatch at him and misses, and eventually Penny gets to Cunningham. But Warrington's discipline has got to be questioned. The penalty count now is 8-0 in St Helens' favour.
The difference between controlled aggression, that's what they needed, and they showed it in the first 10-15 minutes. As soon as they gave away those silly penalties and the sin bins, Saints are back in it.
Oh, everything's coming off for the Saints and Hammond. It was a lovely ball over the shoulder for Hayes. The referee, though, has seen something else, and he's calling Cullen to him, and surely Cullen's not in the bin. He's off. It's not Cullen, it's Finau, Salisi Finau.
Here it comes, crack. Well, he didn't have any hesitation.
And Goulding adds another 2 points.
We've seen the skill all this season from Warrington. They can produce the goods, but they've got to get their brains sorted out.
And that was round the collar on the substitute Kevin O'Loughlin.
Good positioning by Campbell.
And that was his decision, by the way, not mine.
We saw it quite clear.
Goulding out the back door to Perellini. Booth is there. He has support from Arnold. Arnold will get there.
tremendous stuff. Inside pass from Bobby Goulding. You see how he swung around there. Great play by Perellini, but this kid really has come on, hasn't he? Simon Booth. Good fullback.
We've already had 4 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. Ooh, Scott Gibbs, an aggressive run. Really knocked the head off Thursfield. Cunningham.
He's had a great season, hasn't he? What a find. The young hooker here in Cunningham. His runs from dummy half, explosive at times.
Goulding with the kick, a race here for Hayes. Hayes has got the legs. Oh, it would have come off a brilliant try had Hayes managed to take that ball in. But Goulding saw him in acres of space out wide. And what a way to end that first half. That's about all. The scoreboard is heavily in Saints' favour, and Cullen, he's saying, I got the shoulder. He's convinced he's innocent, but what will David Campbell and his touch judge, what will their decision be?
Well, he certainly went on the shoulder to start with.
First knock on belonged to Warrington. So that's why Saints got the head and feed. So if Goulding could have taken it in cleanly, it would have been try time. Lovely run from Hammond. Great strength. Hammond towards the corner. Support is there, but an awful pass. Nothing that Andy Haig could do about that. Wearily almost, Iestyn Harris puts boot to ball. Finds the halfway line, and Danny Arnold will run it back. Well, Warrington must feel like King Canute, because every time they get the ball up to halfway, it comes hurtling back at them.
Biggest problem with the scoreline for St Helens is that the players sometimes just go into their shell, maybe have their minds on Saturday's final, but that's when injuries can come about. They really have got to keep going at 100 miles an hour.
Mark Jones looking to get away with a no flop then. Goulding, that ball went forward, the referee says play on, and Gibbs gets the try. David Campbell had a look at the touch judge, and the touch judge said it was a knock on, so no try. Forward to Courier, and there's Harris. Harris gets two. Something at last for the Warrington crowd to shout about. So Iestyn Harris, scorer of all 10 Warrington points, restarts the match. Underneath it is Apollo Perellini. Gets away from the despairing dive from Cullen, then brushes Courier away, brushes another away. Strong, brave run from Apollo Perellini.
Good run indeed, but you've got to go low on a big fella like that. We saw 5 would-be tacklers from Warrington just clawing at him above the shoulder. You've got to get the legs.
Beavers grounded 11 metres inside his own half on the third tackle. Goulding. Not seen anything from him second half. Now we have. And he wants the ball kicked deep. Does Joey Hayes. It's a race for Hayes. Great try. Super try from Joey Hayes, who called for that ball to be clipped into the corner.
Beautiful vision by Bobby Goulding. He threw the dummy. Thursfield couldn't get anywhere near him. But this is where the brain starts to tick over. No passage through, puts the ball into the corner. Oh, that is tremendous stuff. That is Champagne Rugby League football.
Difficult angle for him. But he's certainly in good kicking form at the moment. In fact, he is in wonderful kicking form. Northey. Oh, great strong run from Northey. Bounce through the challenges. Penny's after him. Penny gets to him eventually. But what a great run and a great tackle that was.
Great football, defence and attack. He caught one for his corner from Jones. I thought Jones was lucky to get away with that. Maybe David Campbell will have a few words to say on the run. Cullen really put the shoulder behind that one. Cunningham felt it.
Here's Goulding. Goulding trying to fool Iestyn Harris, who wouldn't be shrugged off. Hammond dabs it through. Hammond! Oh, and it was lucky that Lee Penny came across.
He just went underneath it. And I think he realises perhaps it's better off to change a man rather than run the risk of him being sent off.
This is Danny Arnold with the first run. So Barrow is on, and here now is Andy Haig. Just over an hour of this match gone, 20 minutes left for play. Cunningham bounces off one challenge, gets the pass to Perolini. Perolini with all the strength in the world. Hayes, who's on a hat-trick, fires the pass to Hammond. Hammond out the back door to Knowsley, if he would have taken it in, would have surely scored. Goulding wearily gets to his feet. It's been a punishing, truncated season, this. We had the month off for the World Cup, and these players are absolutely worn out. And I think the referee has seen a short shot right hook from Lee Penny, and the referee's going to the back pocket.
Well, he's got to send him off.
He's gone.
He's got to. Right in front of the referee. A scoreline of 34-10. That is just sheer stupidity on the part of Lee Penny.
It gets better for Bobby Goulding, 36 points to 10. They're giving Bobby Goulding a rest, bearing in mind what's to come at the weekend. Bill Whirling will come on for him, but the little man gets a standing ovation. And my, how he richly deserves it.
Good move from the coach, Eric Hughes, there. He really is the linchpin, the key person in this St Helens side. No point in leaving him out there for the remaining minutes and perhaps run the risk of losing his cool. It's been a tough match out there.
It has. This is Perolini. Round the corner, Arnold picked that up brilliantly. What a great tackle back by Ian Knott. Scott Gibbs wants to get on with it quickly. Hammond is there. They're loading up out wide. Hammond mightn't need them. Oh, the tackling was awful. And Hammond scores.
It was a great break. Perolini shows a lot of strength and speed there. Back on the inside. Oh, he did very well, did the fullback, Danny Arnold. Kept his cool. But he's played well, hasn't he, Carl Hammond? Inside and outside. They're a very tired outfit now. Remember, Warrington, 2 players have been sent off. It was always going to be an uphill struggle when they lost their first man sent off, Finau.
And perhaps worse to come. Perolini.
But he's a man that'll dig deep, Paul Cullen. He won't give the ghost away. He'll keep at it.
Hammond again, working the 1-2 with Whirling. There's a little pass inside, and Arnold gets the try, and it's his second.
Good teamwork. It's all about working for each other. You can see the dummy run around again. Hammond inside. Got the ball to Scott Gibbs, and the full-back. Nothing better than to chime in there. Really is the start of the future, Danny Arnold. But look how they're working for each other. Hammond did the run around through the dummy. It's all about dummy runners and working for each other. Good support.
Little Andy Bennett. Second row on Thursday. Second row now replacing his captain. Ford. That bounced off St Helens' hand. But Danny Arnold swept up the pieces.
Well, at least the option was good from Ford, but another run from Cunningham.
Great run from Cunningham. This could be a length of the field effort. Cunningham all the way, and Warrington won't catch him. Breathtaking try from Kieran Cunningham. And St Helens past the half-century mark.
Well, that takes it over to 130 points that Warrington have conceded. But what a tremendous run by the hooker. He really has been a great player this season. Super stuff. Cunningham sets sail for the line. He pins the ears back. Sit back and enjoy. But perhaps it may be the time that Warrington come clean. Have a new face there.
Bennett. He gets there for the try. And they will certainly go through to their final in good heart. Hammond keeps the ball alive. There's the siren. Warrington's agony of the past 3 days comes to a halt.